1,
2,
3,
4, 5,
6.
7.
Hello, my name is Jenna Ross, and I've been a busser at the Pear Tree Restaurant for 1 year. Throughout this time, I've set a lot of tables. Now, you might be thinking, I know how to set a table, but let me tell you that it is the small details that can make an elaborate table setting, make the difference in an elaborate table setting. There are many different types of ways that you can set a table. You may have extra glasses, extra forks, extra spoons, but it really just depends on what you want your customer to have in front of you. What I'll be showing you today is a basic table setting. No matter what type of variation of setting you have, you always want to start with a clean table. This is very important because dirty tables could make the customer obviously feel very uncomfortable. You will also want to check your chair to make sure that there is no crumbs or spills on that. Then you can start with your placemat. We have a simple yellow paper placemat today. You will want to place it to the edge of the table. You don't want it to go over the edge or far away from the edge. It should be right in line with the edge of the table. Placemats are important because once the customer is finished eating, hopefully they've made all their mess on the placemat. You can pick it up and throw it out, and most of your mess is taken care of. It can also serve as like a grid for the rest of your setting. Now we can move on to the plates. Today we have, for the initial setup, the appetizer plate and the bread plate. The appetizer plate goes in the center of the placemat because this is the first thing used. The bread plate is slightly smaller and it goes to the left of the placemat. It shouldn't go on top of the placemat or a mile away, but there should be a good 2 or 3 centimeters in between the placemat and the bread plate. The bread plate should not go past the line of the placemat. Everything should be square and even so that there's no confusion about whose plate is whose or anything for the customers. Now that you are done with your plates, you can move on to your silverware. In every place setting, you have at least 2 forks and a butter knife. As you can see, there is a large fork and a small fork. The small fork is the salad fork. The salad fork should go to the edge of the placemat on the left-hand side. The larger fork is the entree fork because it will be picking up larger and heavier portions such as meat and potatoes. And it should go in between the left-hand side salad fork and the appetizer plate. Next you have your butter knife. The butter knife should be placed on the right side of the appetizer plate, still on the placemat, and make sure that the blade of the knife is facing in. Next we have your water glass. Like I said before, other types of placemats may have other glasses, but this is just a basic place setting, so we only have one water glass. The water glass should go directly above the knife and, like the bread plate, just 2 or 3 centimeters above the placemat. Now we have our napkin. As I'm sure you know, there are many different ways to fold a napkin. Today we have a basic, simple folded napkin, but it still looks nice. For this napkin, you want the wings to be facing away from the customer, and you can use the pocket to make sure it stands up straight, and it goes on top of the appetizer plate. So that is your place setting. Now this is for one person. If there were more than one person, you simply duplicate the exact same place setting for however many people there are. You want to make sure that when you set up a table, the placemats are square and everything looks nice and neat and crisp. Now you're ready for the extra things on the table. Most tables come with ketchup, sugar packets, and salt and pepper. And then you'll also have your butter. Your butter will come with the same fork that is used for the salads and the same plate that is used for the bread. And then your bowl of butter will go right on top of that. Always make sure that everything is full and wiped off and clean in order to make sure that your customers have everything that they need. So now you know how to set a table, and we have a nice set table in front of us. I hope that you enjoyed my speech, and always remember to tip your waitresses.